The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Gibson County High School in Dyer, Tennessee. Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network proudly present USJ basketball. Today it's the Lady Bruins in the Gibson County Christmas Tournament as they take on Obiion Central and the Lady Rebels. Hello again, everyone. It's Steve Beverly. Glad to have you aboard with us here on the USJ Network, as the Lady Bruins will be taking on a team that has a little more depth and perhaps a little more senior leadership in Obiion Central, but it'll be an interesting contrast of talent. USJ will once again be without the services of their senior post player, Ava Barham. And I talked to Ava last week, and she said that she is nursing a labrum injury, and it is one of these that is very delicate. She is hopeful. She was given an option to go ahead and have surgery on it, which would have pretty much ended her season as a senior, but she wants to try to use therapy and any other way that she possibly can, and resting it as much as possible, and she hopes to be back in time for the regular season matchup against Jackson Christian. So we wish Ava the best, and hopefully that she'll get an opportunity to calm that shoulder down over the Christmas break. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of others try to keep up the slack in there, and of course Halen Ayers will be counted on for a lot of leadership, even though she is only a freshman. And so she'll be carrying this team on her back. Lily Teague, Ellen Driver, so many of the others that you are accustomed to hearing and seeing. For Obiion Central, they've got three seniors that are 5'10", 5'10", and 5'8", and a 5'11" junior in Reagan Armour. The two 5'10" players are Elena Fussell and A.B. Correa, and the 5'8" senior Sarah Beth Key. And so they are going to have a lot of height on the floor this afternoon as they take on the Lady Bruins, who are going with just 9 players, with Ava being out. So the challenge is going to be to try to maintain fundamentals and keep them as closely tight as possible on defense. Now, the winner of this game will take on Peabody in the semifinals of the tournament tomorrow evening at 7:30. There is a loser's bracket, and so if whoever loses this game will play at 4:30 tomorrow against South Fulton. And they're introducing the starters: Lexi Thylacker, and Telvia Campbell, the 5'7" junior. A.B. Correa, Emery Lee, she's a sophomore, and Sarah Beth Key, the 5'8" senior. And now the Lady Bruins being introduced. And Joel and Ashley Ayers, they have made adjustments because of Ava not being in the lineup. Ellen Driver and Sophie King. Halen Ayers. Lily Teague, she's gone from number 1 to number 5 now, but she's still number 1 in your heart. And Mia Spellings. So we've got all the starters introduced, and we are about set to go with it right here from Gibson County High School. I can tell you all the many years ago when I started doing high school basketball, it was always fun because the students were out of school. Today was the last day before Christmas break for USJ, and everybody just seemed to have fun at the Christmas tournaments. And this is an 8-team tournament, and here we go. Let the games begin, and it is going over to the Lady Bruins first. And Ellen Driver will be working at the post today. They're going to keep it around the perimeter, but depend on Halen to drive and to go for the long distance. Could not make it, and the rebound comes off to Emery Lee. And the foul is charged to Mia Spellings. That's the first one of the game. And again, this is a very well-disciplined Obion Central team, coached by Chad LaVister. And the three goes off the mark, and the follow is not there, and Halen comes down with a rebound. From the corner. Lily Teague with the first basket of the afternoon, and the Lady Bruins going to that all-court pressure. So similar to the way Union University plays, and that one just rimmed off. The follow finally goes in for A.B. Correa. Lady Bruins, again, taking their time, controlling the tempo as much as they possibly can. From the corner, the three is in and out, but Halen Ayers with the follow shot. Basket by Hagen Ayers. So Halen with her first one of the afternoon. And they barely got it across in the 10-second time limit, and the jumper is there for Lexi Thylacker. Halen playing in the backcourt, paralleling Lily Teague. We're 2 minutes into this one. This one has the potential of being a very tight game. It just depends on if the Lady Bruins can hit well from outside this afternoon. Lily's dishes off, and the bank shot is there for the three for Mia Spellings. I can tell you that she did not practice it that way, but she'll take it any way you can with the bank. And a steal, first turnover of the afternoon. And Halen's got a ticket inside, fires it home. And timeout is called by Obion Central, and so the Lady Bruins already on top, 10-4. More after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Well, the Lady Bruins are starting out with a tremendous shooting percentage, 4 out of 6 for 67%, and that's got them out to this 10-4 lead, and the press seems to be rattling Obion Central, and there's another turnover right there. That all-court pressure, that it's a variation on Union University and how they go with the all-court press the entire game. One other thing that's different is Joel Ayers is not shuttling players in every 2 minutes. Almost stolen. USJ will get it back. And they work it to the corner. And on the inside, the foul. And that one is going to be an offensive foul on Ellen Driver. So that's the first turnover for the Lady Bruins. was somewhat of a bang-bang play, but she just ran right in to her defender. And again, Obion Central, patience is what they preach, and knocked away. And they have one of the greats as an assistant coach, and that is former Union University head coach Ralph Turner, who is the head coach of the Obion County boys team, and he's on the bench. I had a chance to visit with him before the game today, one of my longtime friends. And they scramble for it, and they're going to call a foul instead of a jump ball. It was a very quick touch foul called, and that one is charged to Ellen Driver, and already she has 2, and that's going to send Jessie Vi into the game. And again, the big challenge for the Lady Bruins today, they are going to have to play strong defense, because the key that you have in a situation like this where you go with only 9 players, you've got to be able to do it down on the defensive end of the court. Turnaround jumper is not there, and the rebound comes off to Mia Spellings. Very quick. Halen decided to dish that one off, and the 3 is off the mark. And it was knocked out of bounds by Mia Spellings. And again, they stay double teaming the ball, giving them all kinds of problems getting it across midcourt. They finally do with 2 seconds to spare. And there you go, backdoor play, and it will not fall, and the rebound comes off to Jessie. They had a ticket in there, Halen with a jumper. It's a 12-4 game, and she's already got half of USJ's points. And that looks like that's going to be a foul on Sophie King. So Sophie commits her first. Lita Rose is checking in now. Halen Ayers may have to go the entire 32 minutes in this one. They don't want to get in serious foul trouble because of the depth that this Obion Central team has. And they got a screen, and the 3 is just too much on it, and Halen with another rebound. And the bank shot is there. So Sophie is the 4th Lady Bruin to score in the game, and they're up by 10. They'll play it down underneath after the turnover. And they're trying to get Reagan Armour, the 5'11 junior, into the game, and checking out will be Lexi Thylacker. So they're going with a taller lineup now against the Lady Bruins. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday afternoon, and right through the defenders, and a nice job on the drive by Lily Teague. So they have built a nice 16-4 lead here, almost stolen away once again. And going through the defenders and getting the bank is Sarah Beth Key. But still a 10-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Yeah, it looks like Mia Spellings is getting set to check back in. They're going to take their time as we're down to almost a minute and a half to go in this first quarter of play. And Halen's lurking back there looking for an opening. And from the corner. Not too much on that one, but they get the offensive board and the turnaround, just too much on it. Didn't release it in the right situation, and you have And let's see if he calls a foul on that one. The question is, if he does, who is it going to be on? And they charge it to Lily Teague, so the Lady Bruins are piling up some fouls here in the early going. And checking back in. Well, let's see who we do have in there. We got a confusing response on that. They said it was a double foul. If it's a double foul, I got to be candid with you. We didn't get an announcement as to who the other foul was on. They're going to take their time here with a minute remaining. After falling down 12, and they do have the Lady Bruins in team foul trouble, but they haven't exploited that at all. And Coach LaVista is telling them to move and drive toward the basket, and there they do, and they can't get it on the drive. Nice job by Mia Spellings of keeping that one alive. And now the Lady Bruins will more than likely keep it for the final shot of this first quarter. And they'd love to be able to end the quarter, as Joel Ayers right below us is directing the traffic. They would love to be able to go in with a full 4-possession lead. And the jumper. And they don't get the Plinko drop in the right direction. The rebound comes off to Sarah Beth Key. And that is the end of the first quarter. Lady Bruins on top, 16-6. We'll be back with the second 8 minutes right after this.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
16-6, Lady Bruins lead as we get set to start the second quarter. Steve Beverly with you live from Gibson County High School as the game in progress between the Lady Bruins and Obion Central. Halen Ayers, the leader for the Lady Bruins, with 7. Mia Spellings has 3, 4 for Lily Teague and 2 for Sophie King. And for Obion Central, 2 each for Sarah Beth Key, A.B. Correa, and Lexi Thylacker. And for the Lady Bruins, we'll get a calculator out here and try to give you those totals. 7 out of 13 from the floor. That's outstanding, 53.8%. And they've had 2 3-pointers in the game, and that's 2 out of 6 for 33%. And rebounding, they have outdone the Lady Rebels 7-3. So the alternate possession starts with Halen Ayers bringing it across midcourt. Lady Bruins looking very confident this afternoon. Probably got a little extra jolt of energy because school's out now until after the first of the year. They don't have to worry about getting back and studying tonight. That was always a great day for me when we hit that point and we went home and we knew we didn't have to turn in a paper or prepare for a test. And Halen Ayers with a big bomb from 26 feet out.
3-point basket, Hayden Ayers.
Halen with 10 in the game so far. And they get behind the defenders that time. It was a backdoor play, and Sarah Beth Key with her second basket. But the Lady Bruins on top 19-8, and they cough it up. And trying to take it down all the way, and indeed a coast-to-coast for Lexi Thylacker off the turnover. And Halen's going to be there and just take the stop and pop jumper, and from about 10 feet. Halen with 12 now. She is 5 of 6 from the floor, shooting 83% this afternoon. And if you're a Lady Bruin fan, that's the kind of thing that you want to see. That's almost superhuman shooting, and that goes off of the fingertips of Reagan Armour, and so turnover to Obiion. In the first game this afternoon, Peabody defeated South Fulton 49-40, so they are in the winner's bracket for tomorrow night against the winner of this game. Ellen and Halen wide open again and just nails it. She has got her A game going this afternoon. So Lady Bruins up 24-10. But they left them wide open down the floor, but it's a one-shot possession that they were not able to capitalize on. So you look on that as the equivalent of a turnover. Many coaches will tell you that. If you can get down and force them, and that one's a turnover. That one just went out of the range of Lily Teague. So that is the 4th unforced error for the Lady Bruins today. Getting down to the 5-minute mark. This one has been played very quickly because we haven't been to the free throw line yet, and you hadn't had many balls to go out of bounds. They're double teaming in the middle on Sarah Beth Key. Now trying that curl layup, just too much on it. And the rebound to Sophie King. Lady Bruins again, slowing the tempo down. Halen with a stop and pop, and that was too much on it. I'd call that her Wheaties shot.
Personal foul on number 22, Kelvia Campbell. That's her first.
And the foul is charged to Telvia Campbell.
Team's first.
That is actually the first foul of the entire game for the Lady Rebels. Ellen thought about that three, and instead they give it up. That's the 5th turnover. They'll play it on the side after the foul.
Personal foul on number 10.
That's on Mia Spellings, her second. So checking back in is going to be Lita Rose.
And for USJ number 12, Lita Rose.
Halen Ayers 15 points to lead both teams this afternoon. Tell you what, they got some height with Reagan Armour out there. She looks like a potential post player indeed. And the hook goes short. They try to save it, but they can't. It's Lita Rose with the rebound. Big long one for Halen, and it's off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Reagan Armour. Again, the tempo slowing down once again. We're more than halfway through the second 8 minutes. Halen playing intense defense against Armour. And let's see who they're going to charge that on. And that one's going to be on Lita Rose. So this is the first trip to the free throw line we've had this afternoon, and it is Lexi Thylacker. Misses the first one. And checking in is Emma Waits. She's a 5'9" junior. Lady Bruins have controlled this one from the get-go. Got out to a 16-4 lead, now up by 13. And that's going to be an over-the-back foul charge to Reagan Armour. She thought she was going to move in and get the steal. So Ellen Driver will toss it in. No panic on the part of Joel Ayers, despite the fact that he has two players with 2 fouls each in Ellen and Mia Spellings. They just have to play smart basketball through all of this. Halen Ayers trying to direct some traffic again. She's working against Armour. Nice screen being set by Ellen Driver. Ellen was open underneath, and they didn't see her. And again, they're staying around the perimeter once again. And for the three. No, iron unkind, but the rebound comes off again to Sophie King. Halen's going to drive this one. It's going to be very hard to stop her, and she draws the foul. That's on Thylacker, her first. So Halen goes to the line for a couple. And delivers. And she's been putting on a show this afternoon. 16 points for Halen Ayers already. And give her 17. Okay, can you imagine what it's going to be like for that young lady when she's a junior and a senior, just a freshman? Played on the varsity as an 8th grader and started last year. Well, they left them wide open underneath, and there's no way you're going to defend that as Correa knocks it home. That was just a defensive lapse off of the press. Nobody was back down the floor. But Lady Bruins still on top by 13. Got the screen, got the three, and connecting on it is Lily Teague for 7. So it's the biggest lead of the contest now of 16 for the Lady Bruins. And Halen, and here's a steal, and this is going to be one you're not going to challenge it. Goodbye, goodbye, as Sophie King off the steal. And that's 9 points off turnovers in the game. As we get down to the minute-and-a-half mark in the Lady Bruins on the road, actually a neutral site game, they are pouring on the pressure this afternoon in the first half. And that's going to be a foul. And it looks like it may be Lily Teague. And that's her second. So Lily, Ellen Driver, and Mia Spellings with 2 each. And checking in for the Bruins again is Jessie Vi and Mia Spellings. Getting close to the 1-minute mark. And the turnaround, that one's well short, and Halen Ayers with the rebound, and that's her 4th. So it has been a tough shooting afternoon for the Lady Rebels, and the Lady Bruins have been capitalizing off of many of those missed shots. And without a shot clock, they're in no hurry to be able to take a shot here. They'd love to be able to run down almost too long, but it is saved by Sophie. Now they'll bring it back out to Halen. They've knocked off about 25 seconds off the clock in this possession. They'd love to be able to hold this one down and keep it that way and take the final shot, and I do believe that's what they're going to do. I'm not sure that Obiion's going to see this ball again in the first half. Good ball handling by Sophie King. And they bring it back out. And now Halen's going to have to do it quickly. Puts it up for the bomb. Yes! 20 points for Halen Ayers in the first quarter alone, first half alone, and think about this. She is 7 of 10 from the floor. Amazing. She's 4 of 5 in three-pointers, and the Lady Bruins are on top 34-13 at halftime, and that was an amazing 18-7 run in the second quarter. I'll give you a rundown on the scoring. Lexi Thylacker is the leader for Obion Central with 5. 4 points for A.B. Correa and 4 for Sarah Beth Key. Well, as we say, though, it's been the Halen Ayers show this afternoon as far as total scoring is concerned. She has got 24 three-pointers in that mix. Lily Teague has had a fine afternoon with 7, Mia Spellings with 3, and Sophie King with 4. And that's the way the scoring looks right now as the Lady Bruins are dominating this one 34-13. And we will take a break and we'll come back and we'll give you the halftime statistics and see how the teams are stacking up against each other. But right now we would like for you to do something very important, not just at Christmas but at any time of year. And that's to visit with the fine people who make this broadcast possible. And that is our sponsors. So stay with us.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
About 3 minutes away from the start of the second half here at the Gibson County Christmas Tournament, and Lady Bruins are having their way this afternoon, 34-13. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics brought to you by BallGame Blitz Sports Network and Worthy Road Studios. And you can see just how they are dominating in the key categories. Field goals, USJ, this is college-type percentages, 13 out of 23 for 57%. Obiion Central, not terribly bad, 6 out of 16 for 38%. They just have not been able to put the ball up enough. And three-pointers, this is where USJ is just dominating this afternoon. 6 out of 12 for 50%. That is just mind-boggling because typically you're going to be going around 30 to 33% in the high school level in three-pointers, and they have just rocked it. Obiion 0 for 4 this afternoon. In free throws, 2 out of 2 for 100% for USJ, 1 out of 2 for 50% for Obiion. And so, as we told you, free throws have not been a big factor in this one whatsoever. Rebounding, again, the Lady Bruins are dominating that category, 11-4. And they are led by Halen Ayers with 4 and 3 each for Sophie King and Mia Spellings. Turnovers, each team has coughed it up 5 times, but the Lady Bruins have picked up 9 points off those turnovers that Obiion has made, and just on a night that they've been able to capitalize off the mistakes of the Lady Bruins because the Lady Rebels have only had a single basket to come off a turnover, and so that's a big key as well in this 21-point margin at halftime. Halen Ayers, the leader, with 20 points in the first half, and Lily Teague with 7. And they've been very patient with the basketball, and to only have 9 available players, they have done everything possible to, and Joel has designed an offense here this afternoon that has just worked to the strengths of what the Lady Bruins have. Now, in the second half, it's going to be Obiion Central that will start with the first possession. And for them, it's going to have to be a third quarter, and it's not starting out well for them because it's stolen immediately by Mia Spellings. And I started to say they were going to have to get off to a hot start in the third quarter to have any hope of getting back in this one at all. And open for the three. Nope, just a little bit short. And the rebound coming off to Emery Lee. And underneath, they can't make it drop. And Sophie King taking her time coming down. That one's off the mark. Double teaming the ball in the backcourt. And the turnaround curl is not there, and the foul is going to be charged to Mia Spellings. That will be her third. So going to the line is Reagan Armour, the 5'11 junior. Team first. This is only the third time they have been to the line this afternoon. It's hard to still say this afternoon here at 5:10, although we are coming close to winter solstice. And that will start making the days be a bit longer. Checking in for the Lady Bruins is Lita Rose, and coming out is Mia Spellings with the 3 fouls. And Joel Ayers and Ashley Ayers, they have no worries about going to their bench when they have to. They just don't have as many players to go to as Obion Central has. And again, they're trying to go in the middle to it. Ellen couldn't maneuver her way around because they double teamed her very quickly. Halen with that stop and pop, and it's just a little bit too much on it, but they get the rebound. It was Lily Teague. Got a pretty fair turnout that has made the trip up from Jackson this afternoon. And again, working their cross-court passes. And they're not challenging with much double teaming of the ball handlers, and so that is just giving them more of an opportunity. And Halen tried to set a screen. Goes for the bomb. Turnaround is there. 23 for Halen Ayers. She is 5 for 6 from behind the arc this afternoon. And they are double teaming again over in the corner, making it very difficult for them to penetrate the inside. It's an offensive foul. Excellent defensive setup on the part of the Lady Bruins. And the foul is charged to Reagan Armour. That is her second. 7th turnover now for Obion Central. And with a 23-point lead and already 2.5 minutes into this third quarter, Lady Bruins can pretty well dictate their own shots here. Good job of retrieving that for Lily. That's the key to a good offensive specialist, is managing to get back under control and not get into any kind of a panic if you get that steal. A little bit too close inside, but Halen's quickly back over there to pick it up. And we're under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Ellen, they've got, that one's too high. They were trying to lob it inside to Halen, and it just was too high on that one, and they're going to throw it right back away. So the two teams exchange turnovers. 6 for USJ, 8 for Obion Central. And Mia Spellings will check back in after a short rest. There's no real worry with a 23-point lead about her being in the contest with 3 fouls. And Halen Ayers with 23 of the 37 points for the Lady Bruins. Dangerous bounce pass, and that's sometimes very, very difficult with the way defenses are today, is to maneuver a bounce pass inside. And Mia comes off with the rebound after the miss by Telvia Campbell. And just watch the poise that Halen plays with and looking for the open player herself. And they count a little bit on Halen, but she's all right. More than halfway through this third 8 minutes. From the corner, the three is there, beautifully delivered by Sophie King. Tell you, when you get to the end of this game, it is going to be amazing what their three-point shooting. And here's a steal. And down the stretch she goes, and she couldn't make it fall. Mia had it and just couldn't get it up high enough, and I think it was because of the distraction when she had to recover the ball. And the foul is charged, and I'm trying to see who it is on. That one's on Sophie King. That's her second. And they're staying again with that full court pressure. Halen's the only one that is, and again, they cough it up, and that is what just creates nightmares for your opponents in a case like that. That constant drilling of all court pressure. And they go to the middle, and it goes off the fingertips of Lily Teague. And they work one-on-one. They have to get more of a sense of urgency, and that's hard to do when you're down 26. And part of it is because of the quick-handedness of the Lady Bruins on defense. And that one, look at how Ellen Driver just swatted that one away. That was sort of a bowling pass. And that's frustrating when you take 40 seconds in a possession and then you have it knocked away by Ellen Driver. So they'll take their time again with about 2:10 remaining. Just waiting on the open player. And Halen Ayers is getting her first rest of the afternoon, and the pass went astray. So we've had, and it goes right back. So it's a double turnover. And the jumper, that's there. That's going to be a 2. Her foot was just inside the arc. But that's Ellen's first basket of the afternoon. 11 points off turnovers this afternoon. They try to get it back down, and they scramble for it, and it's going to go back to the offensive board to Emery Lee. Under a minute and a half, and that one-hander curls out. This is the first time they've had 3 shots at the basket this afternoon and 4, and still can't make it go. That, again, is another one of the hair-raising situations when you get 4 shots at the basket and they're going to tie it up. And the alternate possession is going to the Lady Bruins. That is 14 turnovers now. The Lady Bruins have picked up 11 points off those mistakes. Sophie King to check back in, and Ellen Driver will get a rest. Ellen has done a brilliant job defensively underneath. And slowing it down again, they're under a minute. 42-14. Trying to get that magic 30-point margin that would make the clock run continuously in the final period. Halen back in. Thought about going all the way with it. And now we're down to 30. And she's trying to direct her traffic. She wants to get somebody open and set a screen for them. She's like a coach out there on the floor. Now they're going to have to make something happen quickly because we're under 10 seconds. And Halen does it and just drives it in herself. 25 points for Halen, and that is it in the third quarter. Just a very swiftly played third quarter, and the Lady Bruins are now up by the magic number of 30, 44-14. We'll be back with the final 8 after this.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Halen Ayers this afternoon is 9 of 15, 60% from the floor. She has 5 3-pointers, 25 points to lead the game. And she's gotten good help from Sophie King with 7 from Lily Teague. So now the big question is what the final score will be, and that's about all that is left because it's pretty well a lock now that it'll be USJ against Peabody in the semifinals of the Gibson County Christmas Tournament tomorrow night at 7:30, and we'll be here with all of the action for you on Thursday night. Obion Central will go into the losers bracket against South Fulton in a 4:30 tip-off tomorrow afternoon. They're keeping it around the perimeter because, once again, they're running a 2-3 zone, making it very difficult for them to penetrate the inside. And they tried to get it in with it, thread the needle with a bounce pass, and it was just not there. Just not high enough on the inside, but the follow is there for Mia Spellings. Tell you, the shooting percentage this afternoon for the Lady Bruins has just been outstanding. And the jumper, that one's too much on it. Offensive board comes off to Harley Johnson. Bounce pass inside, and the layup would not fall, and the follow doesn't go. The third one will not go. Oh, my goodness, how frustrating that can be. And this is the 4th opportunity, and they still can't make it fall. And a foul is going to be charged to Emma Waits. That is her first.
That's her first. Team first.
So again, it's just a very slow, deliberate dribble down the floor for Lily Teague. Cross-court pass and the quick release almost in there for Lily Teague. And they work the perimeter once again. Can't make it happen, and the rebound comes off to Briley Temple, who's in the game now. But now 17 turnovers. Halen wide open, 28-footer, short. And I could see the mouth drop wide open there. Nobody felt worse about that than Halen did. That is only her second miss of the afternoon from behind the arc. She is 5 for 7 in 3-pointers. And there you go. Ellen Driver has just been doing a terrific job defensively this afternoon. That is the 4th turnover that she personally has forced on the Lady Rebels. Going for the bomb. In and out. And the rebound comes out to Presley Johnson. 32-point lead for the Lady Bruins, and it's all just a piece of cake the rest of the way. They go on the inside and just cannot. That's the 9th layup they have missed this afternoon. The foul is underneath.
Personal foul on number 5.
That's on Lily Teague. It'll be her 3rd, and checking in again is Jesse's going to be back in, and Halen is going to come out. And they're back in the 2-3 zone. And they leave it open for the 3, and it's just way too much on it. They have not been able to connect on one. It goes off of the arm of Lily Teague. 0 for 5 in 3-pointers this afternoon for Obion Central. Man, they keep trying to go to the inside, and Ellen Driver, who's just played a marvelous game at the post this afternoon. She is not letting them get any cheap inside baskets. And that was a kick out. Getting close to the halfway mark of this final quarter. Big push, but it was just too far, and Lily Teague comes down with yet another board. And Ellen got the 3. Ellen with 5 now. Lady Bruins' team 3-point percentage is excellent this afternoon, and they scramble for it. They force yet another turnover, number 19 this afternoon. Let's see if they can pick one up off of that. And that was knocked out last by Harley Johnson, so the Lady Bruins will play it right at the 4-minute mark remaining in this period. Well, instead, they say it goes out of bounds on the Lady Bruins, so it is going to go the opposite way. So turnover number 9 for USJ. We'll be with you at 7:25 approximately tomorrow night for the semifinals of this Christmas tournament. This is a really neat facility here at Gibson County because the seating is designed in a horseshoe. So you've got a really nice end zone for people. They're open for the 3, and that's in and out. And again, they work it around the perimeter because they are having such a difficult time getting any kind of shot in the paint. And I'm sure they're ready for this one to be over. And they quickly come over and pick it up with a double team. And again, double teaming on the inside, and so they have to go for the outsider, and the 3 is not there, and the foul.
Personal foul on number 11. Emma Waits.
Emma Waits commits her 2nd.
Team 2nd.
So Lady Bruins will play it. And that continuously running clock is just itching away to hit that 0 mark. We're at 2:20 to go. Been good to have you with us this afternoon on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, and I hope if you're supporting USJ, you have enjoyed every single minute of it. And they say that Ellen took a step before she went in on a drive toward the basket. So the ball goes back to Obion, and Ellen will check out. And again, they've never been able to get control of the tempo of this game, and the defense of the Lady Bruins has just been surgical this afternoon. I don't care who you're playing. If you hold them to 14 in a game, your defense has been at the top of its game. Halen comes down with that board. That is her 6th of the game. And they'll just play around with it here unless they get somebody open cleanly. Ella Hall Eldridge is in. Now she's playing at the post and they're going to swap off, and Jesse's going to go back over there. And we're under a minute to go. And that one, just an ill-advised pass, but I think they're going to get it right back. And they're going to give it to Obiion instead. But the clock continues to run because of the 30-plus point lead. And 49-14, they have held Obiion scoreless in this quarter until now. Emma Waits gets her first basket and the first one of the game in the fourth quarter. And the follow shot is there for Lily T. Give her 9 this afternoon and another offensive rebound. And this should be the final possession of the game as we get down to the final 5 seconds. And they count it off, and they could not navigate the layup. They've missed 11 layups this afternoon. And that wraps it up. And it was a thoroughly surgical performance for the Lady Bruins this afternoon as they win it 51-16, got out to a 16-6 lead in the first quarter, 34-13 at halftime, and held Obiion Central to 3 points in the second half. Let me run down the scoring very briefly before we wrap it up here. Halen Ayers, all her scoring were in the first 3 quarters, but she had 20 at halftime, 25 points overall to lead the Lady Bruins. Add to that 6 rebounds, and I'm going to tally her shooting total right here very quickly. She was 9 out of 16 in the game today for 56%. Just a tremendous performance. Lily Teague with 9 today, and give her 3 rebounds as well, and 7 for Sophie King. 5 for Mia Spellings, 5 for Ellen Driver, and they totaled the 51. And on the other side of the ledger, the leading scorer was Lexi Thylacker with 5 for Obiion Central, and Sarah Beth Key had 4. So that will put the Lady Bruins into the semifinals of the winners bracket tomorrow night. They will take on Peabody. That's always an interesting confrontation between the folks from Trenton and USJ, and they will meet each other at 7:30 tomorrow night. We will be there at approximately 7:25 for our pregame show, and then we'll bring you that collision between Peabody and the Lady Bruins. So, our game tonight was directed by the ever-cool, ever-present president of Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schultze. On camera this afternoon was Billy Bolin, as well as Paul Schultze, and yours truly, Steve Beverly, on the call this afternoon. It's been great to have you with us. So until we're with you at 7:25 tomorrow night from the Gibson County Christmas Tournament, this is Steve Beverly, where the final score was USJ 51 and Obiion Central 16. And until then, so long from Gibson County and Dyer, Tennessee.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.